get ready for the power of GrooveAI. Become a member of Groove today. We'll groove all the way. Automate your marketing with the power of GrooveAI. Discover the secrets today. GrooveAI is starting now. Now get ready for the power of GrooveAI. Become a member of Groove today. We'll groove all the way. Automate your marketing with the power of GrooveAI. Discover the secrets today. GrooveAI is starting now.
And we are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Nick, and I'm here today with my colleague Peter. We've got a brand new series of streams on Groove.ai that we're absolutely excited about. I want you to make sure that you put your hashtag live if you're watching this live, or hashtag replay if you were watching the replay coming along. And also, give us some comments, like, subscribe, notify. Now, we have got streams coming up every week. Now, they will be at 2 different time zones, 12 hours apart, and details are in your YouTube links just down there. It'll give you your local time. One of the things we wanted to do was to bring our streams to as many people as we could live. That's the important thing. So they're 12 hours apart. Today, it's at this time right now, wherever you are in the world. And then next week, it'll be 12 hours earlier. Okay? Quite simple, that. Now, what I'd like to do is to introduce my colleague, Peter. Peter is going to tell us a little bit about what he does. And also, he's got some news for us. Peter, come on board and just have a word with the audience. And you're muted.
Hey, Nick, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Oh, very good. Thank you. Very good. Yeah, so it's good to be here. And I'm excited about these lives, actually. So I'm looking forward to next week's one as well. But yeah, like you said, there's a fair bit of news going on in the AI world, if you like. And I think maybe a lot of people that may be watching will probably know that there's been a little bit of a upset with OpenAI, and Sam Altman has left. I think he's the 3rd CEO that's been through, but anyway, he's walked out, and many staff at the OpenAI have are kind of protesting that if they're not going to sort of carry on working unless they bring back Sam. And from what I heard, I don't know if this is gospel or not, but Microsoft have reached out to Sam to get him on board.
Wow.
Whether that has actually happened or not, I'm not too sure. I'm kind of keeping an eye on keeping tabs on the news to see what's going on. But yeah, so very interesting. We'll see how that all plays out. And I'm sure at some point things may get resolved. So I wouldn't panic just yet. I don't think your ChatGPT is going to go anywhere soon. So so don't worry. But that's kind of the big news in the AI world at the moment. Just a couple other things, because I know you've got some other stuff to carry on with, Nick. But there's a couple of other things. Have you about the realistic talking faces from audio and photos? Have you heard of that, Nick?
Well, you know what? Tell us about it, Peter.
Okay, well, anyway, look, this researchers have created a computer program capable of generating realistic videos that mimic the facial expressions and head movements of a person based on an audio clip and photo of the person. So this is actually quite interesting, because what can happen is that you can have like avatars that look real, obviously, and they talk like any other human being would be able to talk, just kind of natural. So this is all natural language type sort of stuff. So that's interesting. I'm looking to see how that all works out, because it's going to be great for our industry, right? For what we do.
Yeah.
And
There's so
yeah.
many tools, though. There's so many. I mean, this is one of the things that I was very interested in doing this show that we're doing at the moment, this stream, is that one of the things that I would like and for us to do for the audience is to go and break down some of these tools and go and give a digest of them, perhaps. Right.
Yeah.
So maybe if regularly we can actually give an update of various tools that are out, that are up and trending, perhaps something like that. So we not everybody has the time to give to AI. A lot of people are busy with other stuff. So maybe we can actually give them a hand by giving them some ideas and maybe pointers as to what's happening and where it's happening.
Yeah, absolutely, Nick. I mean, it is actually a kind of like you literally got to be at your computer, sort of just keeping up with everything that's going on, because no matter where you are in the world, there's something going on in terms of the AI. There's so many tools out there, and of course, with people coming on to these lives, viewing our lives, we might be able to keep them up to date with some of the tools that are actually beneficial, because you've got to try and sift the ones that are waste of time and the ones that are actually probably a good tool to use. So and I'm sure between you and I, we will definitely be sifting out the good ones and the bad ones, and we'll be talking about some of the good things or benefits of other types of tools there are. But of course, look, the best one at the moment is GrooveAI, right? If you're back on GrooveAI, well, I mean, we're it's going to be a really awesome platform once everything's rolled out, and they're still deploying stuff as we speak. And
well, you know what? I and many thousands of people are using it in production live in our businesses.
Yeah.
So it's for what it does right now. Many of us are using it. I know you are. I am. Many people that we know are using it directly to help them with their marketing, or even the content of courses and other things that they're doing as well. So yes, there are developments coming down the road, but the future is now, I think, as far as the AI goes with GrooveAI.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, like you say, I'm using it at the moment every day, and it's very useful even in its infancy. Like I said, there's more features to come out, and it's going to be really exciting. But so I'm still using that, and of course, like with other things, when it comes to images and that, still use ChatGPT has got an image creator built inside, which is the DALL-E 3, and it's quite intuitive and quite fast. And I noticed the first time you actually ask for an image, it gets it right pretty much first time round, most of the time.
you know, I've been watching some of the lives that Mike has been doing, and you know, ever since the GrooveAI came out in early September, and the one he did last Tuesday was really interesting. He had a look at ChatGPT. He had a look at the, you know, sort of different scenarios, different case studies, and also showed the ChatGPT for the plus the paid version with DALI 3 and with the other whistles and bells that have been bolted on. I think it's great. I think that there's a lot to it. Now, I know that we don't have time for that today, but maybe, again, we can do a tools or tips and tricks next week, maybe, to actually look at some of the other things out there. But I want to get on and show everybody and talk to people about GrooveAI. All
yeah,
right. So,
absolutely. Hey, Nick, can I just mention something? We've got a couple of people saying hello in the chat there. Simon Leong is one of them, and Robert Murray. Good to see you too, Robert. And we have a Facebook user. Yeah, I'm not too sure who that is, but I think there is a feature with the StreamYard where you can click on, and you can we'll be able to actually see your name and mention your name when we're reading out these comments. But okay, Nick, look, I'll let you get on with it.
okay.
I'm gonna remove myself so that we can only see you. And yeah.
Okay, exit left. Boom, off you go. Now, so say hi. You know, obviously we're going to say hi to Simon and Robert. I know Robert. I don't know whether you're still in the UK or you're off to. I believe you're off to the Far East somewhere on a holiday. I hope you're going to have fun, mate. Absolutely. And if you're the Facebook user, there will be an authority whereby you can actually give Facebook the authority to use your real name as well. And Peter will come and give you a shout out later on. Now, let me talk about GrooveAI. Robert is community manager at Groove, and also obviously Mike, CEO. They've been doing a fantastic job with all the people in the background, letting you know about what's going on with GrooveAI. Brilliant. I've been following it religiously. Really enjoyed it. Now, one of the things that we would like to do is Peter and I and the team behind us, we're giving Groove. You know, we would like to showcase one or two of the pointers with GrooveAI, and specifically case studies, perhaps, and even as we discussed earlier. Different things going on in the AI industry, different tools that you might be looking at, which may well end up in GrooveAI further down the road. Now, let's look at a particular scenario. I'm going to tell you a little story. One of the clients that I had, I think I started working with her probably a couple of years ago. What actually happened was that this particular person is a triathlete, competes in Ironman and half Ironman, real fitness, passionate about fitness and about health. And she did that because she went and got her kids to take fitness on board as well when they were teenagers. So, and she really got the bug, and she just kept on going and going. And now she's in a position whereby she's runs a coaching business. She wants to, you know, and so 2 years ago, a year ago, I was working with her, and we were talking about how to go and create copy and have ideas about the marketing aspects of it and so on. And so we explored various things. Now, one of the things that I've learned over the years is that it's very important, no matter how much skills, knowledge, and experience you have. I mean, we can do a lot of things, can't we? Right? It's very important to go and niche down, an inch wide and a mile deep. That's why one of the things that I want to do today is to actually show you the kind of things that I did with her. But this time we're going to do it in minutes rather than hours that it took us last year or the year before. And we want to save, and this is one of the advantages of having GrooveAI. Not only is it a single console, not only is it simpler to use than a lot of the AI products that are out there. I think it looks better. You also, you feel as though you've got more control over it because you've got a dashboard with buttons on it and so on, as opposed to having to write everything out in longhand for ChatGPT or whichever tool that you're going to use in the future to understand. One of the other things that I like about it is the idea that you can use a knowledge base, presets, and so on as well. Well, you know what? Instead of talking about it, let me show you. Now, to be fair, one of the things that I've got to point out is that Mike has been doing a lot of case studies, a lot of examples, and so on. But this one is specific to coaches. All right, so I'll give a different name. So let's call her Paula. And my friend Paula, my client Paula, what she did was that she asked different questions and so on, and she decided that her niche was going to be those seniors. So anybody over 50, 55, probably female, who want to improve their health and well-being. All right. Now, one of the things that we can do, as you can see on my screen here, we're at GrooveAI projects, and I go to knowledge bases. And on here, we've got Paula Brennan Fitness. Well, this is the fictitious name, but this is based on a real life story that I was involved with. And we've got a knowledge base that I've actually imported in here. And it's right there. Now, just for ease of use, what I've got is I've actually got that on here. I'm going to show you very briefly what that knowledge base is. So I've got the name, Paula Brennan Fitness in Miami, female competitive athlete, etc., etc. Passionate. Target market is females, 55 to 75. Now, here's the most important thing in what I'm going to show you is that this is some of the whys. So, for example, why somebody would be interested in getting fitter or healthier. And also, whatever the reason, Paula wishes to encourage them with fun activities, meaningful articles, and insightful blogs. All right, and also I specifically put in here aqua aerobics on Wednesdays. So she runs in-person classes every day of the week, but especially pool activities on Wednesdays. And I'm hoping that GrooveAI will pick that up as we go along. So let me just put that over there. Now on here, we've got the knowledge base. I've actually uploaded that, the text that I've shown you. And also on here, let's go to settings. And I'm going to show you a preset that I put on here. And we've got PB Seniors here. All right. So if I go to the edit button, and you can see on here that, for example, I've decided that this particular preset is going to act like a blogger, like Ariana Huffington. Adults, the target market is adults wanting to become fitter and healthier, but specifically the target audience is female seniors, 55 to 75, and the reading level middle school. And obviously you can make changes to that and so on, and on there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to projects, my projects over here, and create a new one. Let's call this coaching on there. And I've got the AI services set up on here. I've got a knowledge base. Well, let's turn on our knowledge base, which is going to be Paula Brennan Fitness right there. And I want to use probably 75% of that, of the content to be pulled from that particular knowledge base. What presets do we have? Well, let's PB Seniors. That's the one I want to use. Now, you know all this because you followed Mike's sessions before, and those, all the stuff that other people do as well. Now, optimize for, in this case, I want to be creative with this. Go to format and framework. In this particular case, I can go to blog. So I'll tell you what, let's go to blog straight away. I want to do that. In here, with the framework, it can be a how-to, a checklist, a review. Now, this is interesting because what we're going to do is we're going to do a review later on. But let me just go to this particular blog, tick these boxes on here, preview snippet, and so on. And the tone and style what I like to do is to make sure it's conversational, it's authoritative, thought-provoking, style, informative, descriptive even. Yeah. And what is the goal for this? Well, what we want to do is to have a little bit of lead generation. We're going to have a call to action and also drive traffic there. In terms of output, what I very much like to do is to have it as long content over here. Language is default, it's going to be English, but also Markdown WYSIWYG right here. So I'm going to put some keywords and so on. I love the use of emojis, although it may not necessarily be useful in this case if your target market is 55, 60, 65 plus. So I'm going to leave that out at the moment on here. And yeah, let's see what we end up with from this particular point here. Now, what I want to do is to say that I need to give it some information. And in this case, we're going to go to I'm going to put on here that write a blog about the benefits of health and wellness for seniors in the USA, particularly benefits for family members. Now, I'm just going to leave that there. Now, what normally happens is that at the beginning, we normally put something like this. You are an expert blogger writing engaging content for the public. Okay. Now, with this, if I don't get it right first time round, well, that's okay, because remember, the people using GrooveAI may not necessarily be experts in AI, because the console is so easy to use. We're going to have so many people who aren't experts to come in, but we want to help them. What we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, start off like this, and then you can make tweaks as you go along. Right. So let's see what we end up with in terms of the output on this. And one of the important things to remember is that sometimes it is a little bit slow, chat GPT, especially if things are going on in the background. But look, have a look at that. Because I put in the WYSIWYG output, it's got a fantastic, nice, big headline, which I love, actually. And so you've got various different pieces of information on there. Notice it's got Paula's name on there. It's got it from the data, from the knowledge base. Okay, and it tells you a little bit about Paula, her age and her accomplishments, and her passions as well. And so already you can see that with just a few lines of information that I put into a into the knowledge base, it's using it, pulling things out, and I've only made 75% of it go into the knowledge base. So maybe we can even adjust it by making it 100 or 50, depending on what we're looking for. Okay. Now, as you can see, it's got a nice output in terms of the bold writing and so on. We switched off the emojis. Okay, that's fine. But you get the idea that you've got an article in here, a blog that you can actually go and do something with. We could even add a call to action. We could do a number of different things. Okay, but look, let's just leave that there for a minute. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue on this particular tab, and I'm going to say, right, design a 6-week, 3 days per week course for seniors with Paula. Accentuate. Oh, sorry. Show the outline and include the benefits of each session to the client. All right. So not only is this going to help us with the actual marketing elements, but it can also help coaches create the content or the structure. Now, no coach is just going to copy and paste whatever's output over here, because obviously they need to put it in their own voice, if you know, and tweak it and so on. But make sure that anything they produce is through their voice, through them. But 2 years ago, a year ago, when I actually went through this exercise with Paula, one of the things that we found was, well, should we do this and should we do this? And we were going round the circle, around in a circle for a while before putting anything down on paper. What this does today, the advantage of Groove today from my point of view is, I can go to someone like Paula and say, well, put this information in and then have a look at, see what it gives you, use that as a starting point, and then we can discuss there, or you can take it on board and then tweak it to your own ends. So, and as you can see, we actually have the Energize and Empower, which is a title is taken from the blog above, but it's fantastic, a 6-week journey with Paula Brennan. And you've got on here, week 1, Awakening Your Potential, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Notice, okay, aqua aerobics on a Wednesday. Why is it on a Wednesday? Because we told it in the knowledge base that the activity on Wednesday is in the pool. Yeah? So you get the idea. And for each week, it's giving you the benefits. Nurture joint health, elevate your heart rate with joy. Remember, we're looking at ways in which we're making it lighthearted and fun, and really important that we connect with our audience. All right. Now, let me just come out of here for a second. One of the most important things that you'll do in marketing is that it's the ABC. You want to attract people in. Okay. It's really important to attract people in. In terms of the you going to go and make sure you build a relationship with them, ultimately connect with them. All right, so do whatever it takes to do that. But chat GPT through GrooveAI is going to help you do that, because you can now go through and make an impact in terms of each week, and even build out step by step these sessions as to what should be included in there. All right. But biggest thing about this is, always remember that it's not about the exercise. It's not about you as a coach. It's about your connection with your clients and how they benefit at the end, and what they take away with them. So if you have that in mind, if you can actually put that in as part of your knowledge base or part of your prompt in GrooveAI, then you'll end up with the content, the copy that you will be very happy with to go and send out in whichever form you want. Okay, so let's go back to our GrooveAI again. And in this case, as you can see, week 2 is strength in movement. Again, Wednesdays, aquarobics. And then week 3, balance and grace, enhance stability, stimulate mental focus. So it's very good with that, isn't it? Okay. Now, at the end, it tells you a little bit about Paula, what she does, what she brings. So this is a good start. Now, what we want to do is we could build any of these parts out, right? So, but for coaches, I want to bring something else to the mix. One of the things that coaches always ask me is, well, I know what I'm doing, but how are they going to believe me? Well, there are a number of different things that you can do in terms of your marketing, but one of the things is to actually get testimonials. And one of the things is, so I'm going to put on here that a client called Olga went on a previous course and wishes to write a guest blog. So I'm going to say draft this blog. And end with a personal testimonial from Olga. Okay. So what we're doing here is we're doing something different. Coaches need authority, and they need their prospects to trust them. And one of the ways is to say, hey, I know what I'm doing because I've done this for the last 5 years, the last 15 years, the last 25 years. And here are some of the results that I've got. And here are some of the people who are very happy to give me a review. All right. So you could put it on the website. You could even put it on a video and so on. All right. So let's have a look at this. And on here, this is a blog from Olga. And so it's got some information in there. Yeah, it's good, but for me, I want to make it a little bit more friendlier, a bit more lighter, maybe a little bit more humorous. So tell you what we'll do. We'll let it finish, and then we're going to say, okay, let's make this more humorous and fun to read. Okay, so one of the things that you always again, it depends on your target audience. What are they going to be reading? Now, my question is to you. I mean, I don't know whether we got any messages in the chat, Peter, but my message to you is: think about your audience, cater for the room. Where are they going to read this blog? Well, to be honest with you, for the target market Paula has, it's more likely to be a physical article in a magazine. Like in England, we would call it a parish magazine, a local magazine. In the USA, it could be a church or a community group magazine. Okay, so remember, the target audience may not be computer literate or so used to going online to read blogs and doing internet, searches on Google and so on. They could get their news from a physical paper every day, and they could get their local news from some of these newsletters or publications from their in their local community. So one of the things that I suggested to Paula back in the day was to actually go and reach out and offer taster classes and various things like that, and to use articles like this to go and produce a more authority in her local area. Okay, so hilariously high-spirited world, yeah. Paula isn't just the queen of cardio, she's the grand dame of good vibes, all right? So you get the idea. It's gone and changed the tone. It's gone and made it a little bit more humorous, a little bit more lighthearted. What's Paula's golden rule? If you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. And we can do that. We can say that for a lot of things in life, can't we? Okay, so it's really important that we actually go and get the right mix, or electric mix, as she says on here. And also, Paula's tribe. I mean, one of the things that I actually put into the knowledge base was, about the dancing. Okay, so and this is where it's picked that up from as well. So you get the idea. I've just gone through 3 or 4 elements of what a coaching business would look for. In this particular case, a fitness coach. But whatever coaching you do, and whatever target market you have the ability to quickly and easily on a single tab, by the way, produce information and then refer to that information further up. And so, for example, I'll do this the last thing. Convert the 6-week course into 9 weeks and make the copy more light-hearted and appealing. So what it should do now is to go back further up in the project and go and convert the 6 weeks to 9, and again change the way in which it's going to be delivered. So here we go. Senior soiree, right? Play on words. Fantastic. 9-week Miami move-a-thon. I didn't see that coming. Brilliant. So you get the idea. Hello, loveliest. I'm Paula, your vibrant captain, sailing through the energetic seas. Oh, my word. I need to go to the seaside after this. So it's all about encouraging fun. Yes, it is. So suddenly what we've got over here is we've got various bits of information, warming up with the boogie woogie, all right? Aqua groover on a Wednesday, again, using the pool on a Wednesday, sashaying and swaying, bringing the dancing element into this over there, and also with the victory lap, again, referencing her triathlon experience, all right? And Ironman experience, actually bringing that to light. So what you've actually done is you've gone, and this is really important. I'm going to stop right there with the actual sharing on there. Now, what you've done, and this is very, very important, like with any technology, see, it's not about the tech. With marketing, it's not about the market. It's you know what it's about? It's about humanizing any of the tech you use, any of the techniques you use, any of the technicalities you use, any of the equipment you use, humanizing it so it means something and resonates with and connects with your prospects in order to help them become clients, and then you retain them as clients over the years. All right, so that's the key. Humanize the tech, humanize your marketing, and make sure you use tools like GrooveAI, which, the advantages are that you can actually create knowledge bases, you can create presets, you can, quickly move things around, as opposed to going to ChatGPT. Now, where was I? Which tab was it? What was it? Until recently, you couldn't even rename each of the projects that you had on ChatGPT, right? So, and this is far above and beyond what you've got at the moment with ChatGPT. It sits above it, and then soon you're going to have the advantage of having other technologies, and as well as the more up to the newer facilities that ChatGPT affords you. Now, let me ask you, why shouldn't you get Groove.ai? Why wouldn't you get Groove.ai for your business if you're a coach, a trainer, or any other small business? Why wouldn't you? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite you to actually go and give me some feedback. Did you like this? Did it resonate with you? What other examples do you want us to look at? What other industries or professions or verticals do you want us to have a look at in terms of giving a scenario, a deep dive? Remember, niching down, an inch wide, a mile deep. What else would you like Peter and myself to look at over the coming weeks? Yeah. Now, one of the things that the way in which you can get in touch with us is to obviously give a feedback into the chat over here, whether you're in Facebook or YouTube. The Facebook group is the GrooveAI backers group. So hi, everybody. Hope you're all well there. One of the things that you can do is if you need assistance with Groove, you can obviously go and come up with come to the Groove coaching sessions, and my colleague Peter is going to put some links onto the screen right here. Yes, groovecm./coaching, and also with the sales consultations as well. That you can speak to qualified Groove coaches about what your issues are. We will listen and then make suggestions, have more questions for you, really help you in a short session, 30 minutes, fully gratis, free of charge. We're here to help you in many different ways. So come to the group coaching, do the sales consultations, get in touch with us, and remember, these sessions are for you. Tell us what you like, tell us what you want to see, and Peter and myself will be back here next week. So that will be this time next week, but 12 hours earlier. Does that make sense? Peter, how are we doing today? Come on screen. Tell us if you've had any other feedback in the chat that you would like to share. And you're muted.
I must remember to unmute myself. Yeah, look, we Facebook user says thank you. That was really helpful. So I'm not too sure who that is, but hopefully the next time when you jump on, Facebook user, click onto the StreamYard link that's actually in the comments, and then actually in the
maybe they want to stay anonymous because it might be the CEO of OpenAI. We don't know, right? Could be.
There was no CEO of OpenAI.
Yeah. He has ceased to be. Right. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, we've had some activity in there, which is really cool, and that's been very interesting. Thank you for that, Nick.
No, thank you for facilitating. Thank you all for watching. Remember, #live, put it in there. If you're watching a replay, #replay. One of the biggest things is take action. Without, it doesn't matter what you watch, what you learn. Without taking action, it means nothing. So take action. Get in touch with us with the links that Peter has put up there and into the description. And we will see you next week. So, Peter, bye from me is bye from Peter. We'll see you next week. Take care. Have a good one.